I'm Kate.
And I'm Hank.
And we're TAs here at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill
for the Comp 110 class. And we're going to introduce you to programming with TypeScript.
Woo! Hi, this is Kate again, and today in this video we're going to talk about types because we're coding in TypeScript. So, in TypeScript, every variable has to have a type. So what is a variable? A variable is just a slot in memory that holds a specific value. So, there are three simple types of variables in TypeScript. The first is a number. So when you make a variable in TypeScript, you have to declare it and then assign it. So let's talk about how to declare a number variable in TypeScript. So in TypeScript, if you're trying to make a variable that's a number named, say, age, and you want this variable to hold the age of UNC, it goes like this. You say, let me declare a variable named age of type number, and then you put a semicolon. And this is the syntax you use right here. Then that's the declarative statement. Then you have to assign it. So UNC is 222 years old. So then all you have to say is age is set to the value of 222, semicolon. And so that's how we would make a number in TypeScript. And we can print this out just by saying print age. And now we have 222 printed on our web app.
Hey Kate, that equal sign looks like the equal sign in math. Does that mean those two things are equal?
Hank, that's a great question. So in TypeScript, when you use one equal sign, it actually means assign the value of. You can say that when you type it if that helps. So age is assigned the value of 222. So in memory, the spot that was made for age now is filled with 222. So when you reference age, you're actually pulling out that number.
So the second simple type in TypeScript is a string. And that sounds kind of weird, but a string just means a string of characters. So like a word or a phrase, any kind of textual data. So the way we represent strings in TypeScript is in double quotes. So let's say we want to talk about UNC's mascot. Let's declare a variable to hold whatever mascot UNC has. So we're going to say, let there be a variable that's name is mascot of type string. And before we did declaration and assignment in two separate lines, but we can actually just do them in one line. So if after here we just put an equal sign, which is the assignment operator, and then whatever we want that variable to hold. So strings we put in double quotes, and we can type Ramses inside those double quotes and put a semicolon. So now we have this line of code means let's declare a variable that's going to hold a string, and let's assign to that variable the value of Ramses. Alright, so now we can try and print this variable. All we have to say is say print mascot, and then over here on our app, we see printed out Ramses.
So our third simple type in TypeScript is a Boolean, which is kind of a weird, possibly new word for you, but it basically just means a variable that can only take the value true or false. So for instance, UNC is the first public university. So let's make that a Boolean that says that's a true fact. So let's let the variable first public university be of type Boolean, and let's assign that to the value true. Great, and we can print this out too. So let's print first public university, and up pops true. But say all of a sudden University of Georgia says, we actually had the first student taking a class at our university, and now UNC is not the first public university. Well, we can say first public university equals false. And now, as you can see, this print statement is now turning false. So we just went into that box in memory and changed the value from true to false.
So we can actually do a little more interesting things with variables than just assign numbers to them. Let's take the age of UNC. How did we know that it was 222? Well, UNC was founded in 1795, so I can't remember that number, so I'm going to store it in a variable. Let's make a new variable to store the start year of UNC. So we can say, let start year be of type number, and we're going to assign that variable the value of 1795. And now in our assignment statement where we assign our age variable, instead of just saying 222, we can say 2017, which is the current year, minus start year. And then when our program runs, that math is done, and our age variable still holds the value 222.
Hey Hank, the variable type number seems a little general. Can I use anything like decimals and whole numbers?
Great question, Kate. So we're actually kind of halfway through 2017. So what if we wanted to represent that? We can just add 0.5 onto the end of 2017, and then the math works out. So now UNC is 222.5 years old. So the number type can handle both whole numbers or integers and decimal numbers. So you might have heard of JavaScript before, which is a different programming language. TypeScript is really just JavaScript with types added. So here's the code we just wrote. This is what that code would look like written in JavaScript. And so in JavaScript, the computer tries to figure out what the types are itself, and TypeScript allows us to specify that